I know I haven't done a video in quite a while. Sorry. I don't know, I haven't really been doing that much cooking. Haven't really found a reason to. I mean, yeah, I need to eat, but oh well. So, it's Christmas time. I love Christmas baking. Last year I kind of went crazy with my baking. Don't have the same money as I did last year, so kind of scaled it down a bit. So what I'm going to be doing, just a series of Christmas videos, and we'll see where it goes from there. So the first video of my Christmas series is going to be making a German cookie called Pfeffernusse. It's a pepper cookie. That's pretty much what it means. My dad loves these, so I make them for him every year. So that's what I'll be doing first. So stay tuned, I guess. Or if you want to skip Pfeffernusse, I don't really like it at all. I just make it, and when I try it afterwards and I don't like it, I know I've made it correctly. So I'll be doing Pfeffernusse first, and then in the next video I'll be doing my I don't know, I call it toffee, but it's hard toffee, I guess. So toffee, and then I'm making chocolate macarons in the next one, and then truffles as the grand finale. Hooray, truffles! Okay, so there we go. So here's the first video of the series, Pfeffernusse. Okay, so the recipe that I used for the Pfeffernusse is actually from a little magazine that I picked up, Holiday Cookies. It's exciting. So it's actually called Old World Pfeffernusse Cookies. I keep finding recipes for it that, you know, I actually liked, so I knew that it wasn't the right one. My sister tried making, well, she did make a Martha Stewart version of Pfeffernusse, and it was really good. It was not real Pfeffernusse. So Old World turns out good. So the first step is to lightly grease your cookie pans, cookie sheets. All right. So that's done. That can just sit. Oh, first step, as usual, preheat oven to 350. So that's going over here. I always forget to mention that. I don't know, I always forget to do it. This recipe actually makes 4 dozen cookies. That's a lot of cookies, so I'm going to half it this year because no one should be eating that many cookies. Well, maybe chocolate chip cookies, but not Pfeffernusse. So I will be doing, says 3/4 cup. Give you half of that, all right. Okay, so the first step after you have greased the cookie sheets is to take off all your jewelry. I can't speak. Jewelry. That's how I say it, jewelry. Anyways, I'm engaged. Alright, that's my way of actually making my little announcement. Okay, so I'm taking rings off because you don't want them accidentally in the Pfeffernusse cookies. Really like saying Pfeffernusse, if you can't tell. Alright, so you're supposed to take beat brown sugar and butter in a large bowl, such as this. So we're going to do that now. Okay, so the way that I just beat it with a fork. So now brown sugar and butter, nice and creamy. So the next step is to add in the molasses. So I'm using fancy molasses. Calls for 1/2 cup, so of course we are going to be putting that in half. Oh, look at it go. And then it calls for an egg, so I'll be doing 1/2 an egg. Hopefully that works out well, we'll see. So then you beat this all in together to mix it. So you beat that together until it says it's light and fluffy. I'm assuming that's kind of what that looks like. There you go. I would call that kind of runny and creamy, but that's all right. So the next step, oh, and you can put in licorice flavored liqueur if you want. I'm not going to do that because I never have, so it tastes like Pfeffernusse without it. So next step is to add in the, I don't know what I'm saying, the flour. So calls for flour, baking soda, cinnamon, cloves, and nutmeg. Oh, and of course pepper, because it's a pepper cookie. So we'll do that and see how that goes. Okay, so now that everything is all mixed together, all nice like that, it's a little bit drier than I remember it. So we'll see how it turns out. So you just form little balls. Balls like that. You gotta flatten them a little bit. Not too much. And I'm going to do 12 cookies per sheet, and that will be it. And once you've done putting them on the cookie sheet, you bake them for about 12 to 14 minutes. It's all dependent on your oven. Take them out and we will see how they turn out then. Here's one tray going in. Okay, so the first tray of Pfeffernusse is out of the oven. So they kind of look like that. And I make it a little bit different than what the recipe says. I'm used to the Pfeffernusse you get in like the packages that are just completely covered in icing sugar. So here's a bowl of icing sugar. Oh, can't see. Trust me. Oh, there you go, icing sugar. So they're still kind of warm. I just kind of dunk it in. And there you go. Pfeffernusse onto the plate. So keep doing that for all of the cookies, and you will have an amazing batch of German cookies. Okay, so here's the finished plate of Pfeffernusse cookies. So I made a little bit less than 2 dozen. I made 21 cookies. And it'll be 20 cookies after I try one, just to make sure that I made them right, because I'll hate them. So, alright, here goes. I'll take the tiniest one, because I don't want to throw it an entire cookie, so here goes. Okay, I made them right. Okay. Not as bad as other years. I think it's... Oh, no, I lied. Okay. Ready for Pfeffernusse. It's a weird way of knowing that you've made something right when you know that it's not good, but after making it a few times, you kind of learn what the tastes are like, and then even having it growing up, you know the taste that you don't like, and you can very distinctly taste like the cloves, you can taste the molasses, neither of which I like. I might as well finish the cookie. So there you go, there's Pfeffernusse. I will see if I can put or find a similar recipe online in the description box below. If not, I will put the link to the actual little cookie cookbook recipe collection in the description box below. No promises, we'll see. So hope you enjoy this and stay tuned for my next videos.